Hello everyone and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jason's huge discovery. Rocco rages at Danny. Portia cries to Ava. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, March 5th, state that Jason Morgan will make a significant discovery, but Rocco Falconeri will rage over Danny Morgan's in the aftermath. Portia Robinson will also cry to Ava Jerome. So let's explore what's ahead in Port Charles. First, Portia will seek Ava down in tears and beg for help fixing this Drew Quartermain blackmail situation. If Ava doesn't come through for her, Portia will make a prediction about her life being entirely over. While Ava provides Portia some guidance, Dante Falconeri will resume his talk with Cody Bell in the stables. Although Dante just insisted nothing came of his summer fling with Brooklyn Quartermain all those years ago, Cody definitely knows something did out of it. Cody knows Brooklyn got pregnant, and although he surely won't leak that to Dante, he'll drop some hints that their camp romance may have had a bigger impact than he expected. Next, Jason will complete his talk with Anna Devane and propose that if something comes up, he'll be ready to go. If the talk is about the search for Charlotte Cassadine, Jason is indeed about to find some new intel. After Charlotte messages Rocco's phone, Danny will give Jason updates on the news and urge they know where Charlotte is. This could be the breakthrough necessary to bring Charlotte home, so Jason will certainly rush into action. Once Danny spills to Jason, Rocco will fly into a rage and claim that Danny had no right to tell his dad. Although Rocco would supposedly agonize about betraying Charlotte, Danny may force him to think of Lulu Spencer and how much she's been suffering without her daughter. Speaking of Lulu, she recently unearthed a bombshell in Martin Gray's apartment. Lulu found across Martin's case files from his conversation with Lois Cerullo. Thus now she knows Brooklyn had Dante's child and never shared the truth. Maxie Jones has been trying to divert Martin outside his hotel room, but she'll struggle to keep him busy while Lulu's trying to clean up the mess she made. However, Lulu may manage to depart without Martin catching her since she's set to track Cody down for a discussion. Here's where Cody's knowledge of Brooklyn's underage pregnancy could come into play. Once Cody's driven into a position, he may admit to Lulu that Dante truly had an affair with Brooklyn, and that she never told him she got pregnant. As for Lois, she'll continue to worry about Giovanni Gio Palmieri's true parentage getting out, so she'll focus on safeguarding the cover-up in Wednesday's JH episode. After Anna opens up to Felicia Scorpio somewhere, Felicia will inquire what she's going to do about something. Whether that entails the Charlotte hunt, Emma Drake drama, or perhaps lingering love for Jason, Anna will have a lot to think about. Meanwhile, Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan's date will take a terrible turn. It'll lead to Brennan looking serious and confessing there is something else going on. Of course, Brennan is keen to leave Carly out of the loop about Jocelyn Jack's WSB training, so he may bring up some news connected to Charlotte and Jason instead. Holy cow! General Hospital star Rebecca Herbst's kids are growing up fast. And yes, I am the shortest one. She laughs. It's been a long while since we've seen a photo of General Hospital's Rebecca Herbst with her kids, so when we discovered one on social media this week we had to pass it along. And can we simply say, wow, they really have grown up fast. And since I'm in a sharing mood, Herbst stated on X, the loves of my life. Yes, I am the shortest one in my house. The first pic featured the proud parent with her 3 kids, sons Ethan and Emerson and daughter Ella, while the second one was a shot of her and her hubby, Michael Saucedo, as the couple grinned for the camera. And there might be an I Spy somewhere in there for a certain group, she continued. Longtime fans will recall Saucedo took over the role of Juan Santiago from Valentino Moreno in 1999, and featured on and off until 2014. When the character initially came in Port Charles, he assumed that Sonny was his father. However, after his mother Lily perished in a vehicle bombing aimed for the mafia, Sonny confessed that Miguel was his biological father. And while Saucedo and his wife's characters never had a love connection on the drama, the couple has been married since June of 2001. Lulu's bombshell. Rocco lashes out at Danny. Portia's SOS. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, March 5th, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, Maxie Jones will try to block Martin Gray from entering his room, but Lulu Spencer will have already unearthed a bombshell. Plus, Rocco Falconeri lashes out at Danny Morgan, while Portia Robinson looks to Ava Jerome for aid. Lulu Spencer's bombshell. On Wednesday, March 5th, Maxie will continue looking out as phony maid Lulu continues her quest. However, Maxie has a hard time stopping Martin when he starts moving for the door. During the GH teaser for tomorrow's episode, a clip shows Maxie shouting out for Martin to stop very loudly, so loudly that Lulu is alerted. However, Lulu has already found information in Martin's chamber. It's not anything about Charlotte Cassadine or Valentine Cassadine, which is what Lulu was looking for. Still, what Lulu ended up finding out was about Gio Palmieri's hidden adoption. Rocco Falconeri's lashes out. Across town, Rocco aggressively confronts Danny about his activities. Rocco is outraged that Danny went straight to Jason Morgan about Charlotte. While Danny thought he was doing the right thing, Rocco could fear that he will lose Charlotte's trust. Rocco could possibly fear about something horrible happening again, like last time Charlotte was found in Prague. Portia Robinson's SOS General Hospital spoilers for tomorrow hint that Portia will turn to Ava amid her newest problem. Portia will sob that her life is entirely finished and it includes her career. Thanks to Portia messing with Heather Weber's test results, Drew King Quartermain takes control. Of course, Portia might want to rethink turning to Ava of all people for aid. Wednesday, March 5th, 2025. In the following episode, fans can also expect Cody Bell to offer a hint. The Horse Whisperer informs Dante Falconeri what if something did come of it, referring to Brooklyn Quartermain. Plus, Felicia Scorpio and Anna Devane scheme, while Jack Brennan tells Carly Spencer that something else is going on. However, don't expect it to be the true truth from the WSB agent. Elsewhere, Jason says that if something comes up, he'll be ready to leave. However, with Sasha Gilmore Corbin accepting Jen Sidwell's offer, things might turn difficult and dangerous very quickly. Will Jason marry Sasha to protect Michael's baby? General Hospital spoilers reveal that Jason Morgan has decided to pretend to be the father of Sasha Gilmore's baby, with Michael Corinthos. However, it seems that just being the father may not be enough to protect Sasha or her baby from people who want Michael to lose his kids. Will Jason marry Sasha to protect the child? Jason Morgan promised to look after Sasha Gilmore. Even before Jason learned about the baby, he assured Michael that he would look after Sasha. Sasha had tried to keep her pregnancy a secret and was doing very fine until Tracy Quartermain pushed her too far and Sasha declared her pregnancy to the Quartermains. Sasha also made cautious not to disclose anything about the baby's father. Unfortunately, Sasha stormed out and Jason followed. Jason questioned her if Michael knew about the baby, and Sasha acknowledged that he did. However, Sasha also pointed out that Michael had pledged to allow her to raise their child along. Sasha did not want Michael to lose his children because of their one-night stand. Sasha Gilmore asked Jason Morgan to pretend to be the father. Sasha and Jason were talking when the baby first moved and of course, she grabbed his hand and told him to feel it. Sasha was really eager and it showed. Sasha nor Jason spotted Cody Bell witnessing this exchange. However, Cody took it upon himself to announce to anyone who would listen that Jason was the baby's father. Cody hates Jason because he does feel that he was treating Sasha appropriately. However, Jason was a bit stunned when he realized that many thought the baby was his. Jason had saved Sasha's life by taking her away from Sidwell. Yet, he and Sasha had never slept together. Jason and Sasha were cordial, but there was nothing more to it. The stakes are getting bigger. Now that word is getting around that the kid is Jason's, it seems that Sasha is being targeted. He may offer to marry Sasha to safeguard the child. It would not be like Jason hasn't do this before. This is the exact method that Jason and Sam McCall became together. Could Jason and Sasha bond over this baby and actually build a relationship? Michael is under treatment out of the country and absolutely cannot be there. Will Jason be the father to Michael's child with Sasha and raise it as his own? Could Michael come home and have a major issue with Jason and Sasha's decision? Now this is one General Hospital spoiler that a lot of people are seeing from many miles away. That's because it's clear as day that Lucas and Brad's relationship is likely to end in heartbreak once again. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. General Hospital spoilers. Lucas and Brad's relationship is going to end in heartache again. While there are those fans who love seeing the Lucas and Brad reunion on the canvas again, others are skeptical of where this is leading. Even though Brad did do some horrible stuff in the past, Lucas deserves his happy ever after. However, Brad might not be the man for him. That's because there are going to be many more secrets coming out. Needless to say, the internet certainly did have a lot to say about the topic. Some even reacted with, "But given the scope of the betrayal, I think it was too rushed." More discussions, groveling, and seduction were necessary. This reeks of a big rush to pair off the two gay men and show them stable and happy. Too sanitized. Look at the hetero couple, Lulu and Dante. No betrayal involved, but they are given the room to discuss and work toward a solid relationship. Another critic said, "Given the information Brad just gave Selena, the setup feels anything but heading toward stable and happy." General Hospital spoilers. What's next in Port Charles? Not happening. Lucas needs a better love interest. Get rid of Drew, Natalia, and Sidwell and bring in someone new for Lucas. And then there was this comment as well. "I like them together for the representation, but I'm not happy that we already know it's probably not going to end well with Brad's stuff with Portia and Selena." Jason's huge discovery. Jason had always been a man of curiosity, but he never expected his latest investigation to unravel a secret that would shake the foundations of his family. It all started innocently enough, a dusty old box tucked away in the attic of his late grandfather's estate. Jason had been tasked with clearing out the property, and while sorting through decades of forgotten memorabilia, he stumbled upon a stack of yellowed letters tied with a faded ribbon. The letters were addressed to his grandmother, Eleanor, but the handwriting didn't match his grandfather's. Intrigued, Jason began to read. The words were filled with passion, longing, and regret. The author, a man named Victor, spoke of a love that could never be, a child born in secret, and a promise to protect the truth at all costs. Jason's heart raced as he pieced together the implications. His grandfather wasn't his biological grandfather. His father, the man he had known and loved, was the product of an affair. Jason sat back, his mind reeling. This revelation changed everything. His family's history, their legacy, was built on a lie. He felt a mix of emotions, anger, sadness, and a strange sense of relief. The truth, no matter how painful, was finally out. But how would he break the news to his family? And what would this mean for his relationships with his father, his siblings, and the rest of the family? As Jason pondered his next steps, he couldn't shake the feeling that this discovery was only the beginning. There were more secrets buried in those letters, and he was determined to uncover them all. Rocco rages at Danny. Meanwhile, across town, tensions were boiling over between Rocco and Danny. The two brothers had always had a rocky relationship, but lately, their arguments had become explosive. It all came to a head one evening at the family's restaurant, La Trattoria, where they both worked. Rocco had been working tirelessly to modernize the restaurant, introducing new menu items and updating the decor. But Danny, the older and more traditional of the two, resisted every change. He believed their father's legacy was being disrespected, and he wasn't afraid to voice his opinion. "You're ruining everything," Danny shouted, slamming his fist on the counter. "This place was fine the way it was. Dad would be rolling in his grave if he saw what you've done." Rocco's face turned red with anger. "You're stuck in the past, Danny. If we don't adapt, we'll lose everything. You think Dad would want that? You think he'd want to see this place go under because you're too stubborn to change?" The argument escalated, drawing the attention of the staff and customers. Rocco accused Danny of holding him back, of never believing in him. Danny fired back, calling Rocco reckless and selfish. The words cut deep, and before long, the two were on the verge of coming to blows. It was only when their mother, Maria, stepped in that the fight was diffused. But the damage was done. The brothers' relationship was fractured, and it was unclear if it could ever be repaired. As Rocco stormed out of the restaurant, he couldn't help but wonder if Danny was right. Had he gone too far? Was he disrespecting their father's memory? But deep down, he knew he couldn't turn back. The restaurant was his life, and he was determined to make it a success, no matter the cost. Portia cries to Ava. While the men in her life were consumed by their own dramas, Portia was struggling with a secret of her own. She had always been the strong one, the one everyone turned to for advice and support. But lately, the weight of her responsibilities had become too much to bear. It all came crashing down one evening when she showed up at Ava's doorstep, tears streaming down her face. Ava, her best friend since childhood, was shocked to see Portia in such a state. She quickly ushered her inside and sat her down on the couch. "What's wrong?" Ava asked, her voice filled with concern. "You're scaring me, Portia. Talk to me." Portia took a deep breath, trying to steady herself. "It's Jason," she said, her voice trembling. "I think he's hiding something from me. He's been so distant lately, and when I try to talk to him he shuts me out. I don't know what to do, Ava. I feel like I'm losing him." Ava listened intently, her heart breaking for her friend. She had always admired Portia's strength and resilience, but she knew even the strongest people had their breaking point. "Have you tried talking to him about it?" Ava asked gently. "Maybe there's a reason he's been acting this way. You two have always been able to work through anything together." Portia shook her head. "I've tried, but he just brushes me off. I don't know if it's work or family, or something else entirely. But I can't shake this feeling that something's wrong." Ava reached out and took Portia's hand. "You're not alone in this, Portia. Whatever's going on, we'll figure it out together. You and Jason have been through so much already. I know you can get through this too." Portia nodded, but the worry in her eyes remained. She knew Ava was right, but she couldn't shake the fear that this time was different. Whatever Jason was hiding, it felt like it had the power to change everything. The interconnected drama. As the days passed, the lives of Jason, Rocco, Danny, Portia, and Ava became increasingly intertwined. Jason's discovery about his family's secret began to seep into his relationship with Portia. He became more withdrawn, more preoccupied, and Portia's fears only grew. She couldn't understand why he was shutting her out, and the distance between them became unbearable. Meanwhile, Rocco's fight with Danny had far-reaching consequences. The tension at the restaurant affected the staff, and business began to suffer. Maria, their mother, was heartbroken to see her sons at odds. She tried to mediate, but the wounds were too deep. Rocco felt betrayed by Danny's lack of support, and Danny felt disrespected by Rocco's changes. Portia, desperate for answers, confided in Ava once again. This time, Ava decided to take matters into her own hands. She reached out to Jason, hoping to get to the bottom of his behavior. What she discovered shocked her. Jason confided in Ava about the letters and the secret he had uncovered. He was torn between his desire to protect his family and his need to be honest with Portia. Ava urged Jason to come clean. "Portia loves you, Jason. She deserves to know the truth. Keeping this from her is only going to make things worse." Jason knew she was right, but the thought of hurting Portia was unbearable. He decided to take some time to process everything before making a decision. In the meantime, Rocco and Danny's feud reached a breaking point. Danny, feeling pushed out of the family business, made a drastic decision. He announced that he was leaving La Trattoria to start his own restaurant, taking several key staff members with him. Rocco was devastated. He had never wanted to drive his brother away, but now it seemed there was no going back. Portia, still reeling from her own struggles, found herself caught in the middle of the family drama. She tried to be there for both Rocco and Danny, but the strain was taking its toll. She felt like she was losing everyone she cared about. Jason, Rocco, Danny, even Ava, who was now preoccupied with her own life. The turning point. The turning point came one fateful evening when the entire family was gathered for a dinner at Maria's house. The atmosphere was tense, with everyone avoiding the elephant in the room. Finally, Jason couldn't take it anymore. He stood up and addressed the group. "I have something to say," he began, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "I've been keeping something from all of you, and it's time you knew the truth." He went on to reveal the contents of the letters and the secret about his father's true parentage. The room fell silent as the weight of his words sank in. Maria looked heartbroken, while Rocco and Danny exchanged shocked glances. Portia, sitting beside Jason, reached for his hand. "Why didn't you tell me?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "I was scared," Jason admitted. "I didn't want to hurt you or anyone else. But I realize now that keeping this secret was only making things worse." The family spent the rest of the evening talking, crying, and trying to make sense of the revelation. It was a painful process, but it was also a necessary one. For the first time in a long time, they were honest with each other. The road to healing. In the weeks that followed, the family began to heal. Jason and Portia worked through their issues, rebuilding the trust that had been broken. Rocco and Danny, though still at odds, agreed to put their differences aside for the sake of their mother and the family business. Ava continued to be a source of support for Portia, reminding her that she wasn't alone. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but they were facing it together. Jason's discovery had shaken them to their core, but it had also brought them closer. They realized that family wasn't just about blood. It was about love, forgiveness, and the willingness to stand by each other, no matter what. As the sun set on another day, Jason stood on the porch of his grandfather's, no Victor's estate, holding Portia's hand. They had been through so much, but they had come out stronger on the other side. And as they looked out at the horizon, they knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together. Lulu's bombshell. Lulu has always been a character defined by her resilience and her ability to navigate the chaos of her life with a sense of humor and determination. However, when she drops a bombshell, it's clear that even she has been pushed to her limits. The nature of this bombshell could vary. Perhaps it's a revelation about her past, a secret she's been keeping from her loved ones, or a decision that will irrevocably change the course of her relationships. Whatever it is, it sends shockwaves through her inner circle. For Lulu, the decision to reveal this bombshell is not made lightly. She's spent weeks, maybe even months, weighing the pros and cons, knowing that once the truth is out, there's no going back. Her bombshell could be tied to her career, her personal life, or even a hidden aspect of her identity. For instance, maybe she's been secretly working on a project that could either make or break her reputation, or perhaps she's been grappling with a health issue that she's finally ready to share. Alternatively, the bombshell could be interpersonal. Maybe she's discovered something about someone close to her, or she's decided to take a bold step in her romantic life. The fallout from Lulu's revelation is immediate. Those closest to her are left reeling, unsure of how to process the information. Some may feel betrayed, others concerned, and a few might even see it as an opportunity to exploit the situation for their own gain. Lulu, however, remains steadfast. She's prepared for the consequences, even if they include losing the trust of those she loves. Her bombshell is not just a moment of vulnerability. It's a declaration of her independence and her refusal to be defined by anyone else's expectations. Rocco lashes out at Danny. Rocco has always been a character with a volatile temper, but his outburst at Danny is particularly intense. The tension between the two has been building for some time, fueled by misunderstandings, jealousy, and unresolved conflicts. Rocco's lashing out is a culmination of these pent-up emotions, and it's clear that he's reached his breaking point. The catalyst for Rocco's outburst could be tied to Lulu's bombshell. Perhaps Danny is somehow involved in the revelation, or maybe Rocco feels that Danny has been undermining him in some way. Alternatively, the conflict could be rooted in their shared history. Maybe they've been competing for the same opportunities, or there's a lingering resentment over a past betrayal. Whatever the cause, Rocco's anger is raw and unfiltered, and it's directed squarely at Danny. Danny, for his part, is caught off guard by Rocco's aggression. He's used to their rivalry, but this is something different, something more personal. Danny's initial reaction is defensive, but as Rocco's words sink in, he begins to question his own actions. Has he been blind to the impact of his behavior on Rocco? Or is Rocco's anger misplaced, a reflection of his own insecurities rather than anything Danny has done? The confrontation between Rocco and Danny is a turning point in their relationship. It forces both men to confront the issues they've been avoiding, and it leaves them at a crossroads. Will they be able to move past this and find a way to coexist, or will their conflict escalate, leading to irreparable damage? The outcome depends on their willingness to listen to each other and to acknowledge their own flaws. Portia's SOS. Portia's SOS is a cry for help that comes at a critical moment. She's always been the glue that holds her friends together, the one they turn to for advice and support. But now it's Portia who needs saving. Her SOS could be related to a personal crisis. Perhaps she's in over her head with a dangerous situation, or maybe she's struggling with her mental health and can no longer cope on her own. Alternatively, her SOS could be tied to the fallout from Lulu's bombshell, or the conflict between Rocco and Danny. Maybe she's caught in the crossfire, or perhaps she's the one who inadvertently set these events in motion. Portia's SOS is a reminder that even the strongest among us have our limits. Her friends are quick to rally around her, but they're also grappling with their own issues, and their ability to help is compromised. Portia's crisis forces them to put aside their differences and come together, but it also highlights the cracks in their relationships. Can they set aside their own problems to be there for Portia? Or will their personal conflicts prevent them from offering the support she needs? Portia's SOS also serves as a wake-up call for the group. It's a moment of reckoning, a reminder that they need to take care of each other and address the issues that have been simmering beneath the surface. Portia's vulnerability brings out the best and worst in her friends, and it's up to them to decide whether they'll rise to the occasion or let their own insecurities and conflicts get in the way. Interconnected themes and character dynamics. The events of Lulu's bombshell, Rocco's outburst, and Portia's SOS are deeply interconnected, reflecting the complex web of relationships and emotions that define this group of characters. Each event is a catalyst for the others, creating a domino effect that forces the characters to confront their own flaws and the ways in which their actions impact those around them. At the heart of these events is the theme of vulnerability. Lulu's bombshell is an act of vulnerability, a willingness to expose her true self despite the risks. Rocco's outburst is a manifestation of his own vulnerability, a sign that he's been struggling to keep his emotions in check. Portia's SOS is a direct appeal for help, an admission that she can't handle everything on her own. Together, these moments highlight the importance of being open and honest with oneself and others, even when it's difficult. Another key theme is the idea of accountability. Each character is forced to take responsibility for their actions, whether it's Lulu owning up to her bombshell, Rocco acknowledging the impact of his anger, or Portia admitting that she needs help. The events also force the group as a whole to confront the ways in which they've been enabling or ignoring each other's behavior. It's a moment of reckoning, a chance for them to grow and evolve as individuals and as a group. Finally, there's the theme of resilience. Despite the challenges they face, the characters demonstrate a remarkable ability to adapt and persevere. Lulu's bombshell is a testament to her strength and determination. Rocco's outburst is a sign that he's ready to confront his issues, and Portia's SOS is a reminder that it's okay to ask for help. Together, these events show that even in the face of adversity, there's always a way forward. Potential narrative directions. The events described in the paragraph request open up a wealth of narrative possibilities. Here are a few potential directions the story could take. Lulu's journey of self-discovery. Lulu's bombshell could mark the beginning of a new chapter in her life, one in which she embraces her true self and pursues her passions without fear of judgment. This could lead to new opportunities, both personally and professionally, but it could also create tension with those who struggle to accept her choices. Rocco and Danny's rivalry. The conflict between Rocco and Danny could escalate, leading to a full-blown feud that threatens to tear the group apart. Alternatively, they could find a way to reconcile, using their shared experiences to build a stronger, more honest relationship. Portia's redemption. Portia's SOS could be the start of a journey toward healing and self-acceptance. With the support of her friends, she could confront the issues that have been holding her back and emerge stronger and more confident than ever. The group's evolution. The events could serve as a catalyst for the group as a whole, forcing them to confront their issues and grow closer in the process. They could emerge from the crisis with a deeper understanding of each other and a renewed commitment to their friendships. Holy cow! General Hospital star Rebecca Herbst's kids are growing up fast. And yes, I am the shortest one, she laughs. For decades, Rebecca Herbst has been a staple on General Hospital, captivating audiences with her portrayal of the beloved Elizabeth Weber. However, off-screen she plays an even more cherished role, that of a devoted mother to her 3 children. Recently, Herbst took to social media to share a rare and heartfelt update about her kids, surprising fans with just how fast they are growing up. In a light-hearted revelation, she admitted that she is now officially the shortest member of her family. From soap star to supermom, Rebecca Herbst has been a household name for soap opera fans since she joined General Hospital in 1997. Over the years, viewers have watched her navigate dramatic storylines, emotional heartbreaks, and inspiring triumphs as Elizabeth Weber. But away from the cameras, she leads a much quieter life, focused on her family. Herbst and her husband, Michael Saucedo, who is also known for his role as Juan Santiago on General Hospital, share 3 children, Ethan, Ella, and Emerson. Though she keeps her family life relatively private, every now and then, she offers glimpses into her world as a mother. And when she does, fans can't help but admire how grounded and devoted she is. A rare family update. In her latest update, Rebecca Herbst delighted fans by sharing a photo of herself with her 3 children, accompanied by a humorous caption that read, "Yes, I am officially the shortest one in the family." The revelation sparked a wave of affectionate comments, with fans expressing their shock and joy at seeing how much her children have grown. For longtime viewers who have followed Herbst's journey on screen and off, it's a touching reminder of how time flies. Many remember when she was pregnant while filming General Hospital, seamlessly balancing motherhood with her demanding acting career. Now, her kids are towering over her, a testament to just how quickly children grow. Fans react. "We feel old now." As soon as Herbst posted the update, fans flooded the comments section with reactions. Many couldn't believe how much time had passed, while others humorously lamented how old it made them feel. One fan wrote, "Wait a minute. Wasn't Ethan just a little kid yesterday? How are they all grown up already?" Another chimed in with, "Rebecca, you don't age, but your kids sure do. This makes me feel ancient." Others marveled at the family resemblance, pointing out that Herbst's children clearly inherited their mother's striking features. Some even joked that she should have cast one of them to play Elizabeth Weber's son on the show. The challenges and joys of motherhood. While Herbst is known for her professionalism and talent as an actress, she has also been vocal about the challenges and rewards of motherhood. In previous interviews, she has expressed how important it is for her to create a balance between work and family life. Despite the demanding schedule of a soap opera star, she prioritizes her role as a mother above all else. Like any parent, Herbst has watched her children evolve from babies into young adults, each with their own unique personality and passions. She often emphasizes the importance of cherishing the little moments, as they pass by far too quickly. "Being a mom is the most rewarding thing I've ever done," Herbst once shared. "It's challenging, exhausting, and overwhelming at times, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world." A supportive Hollywood family. The General Hospital cast is known for being close-knit, and many of Herbst's co-stars are also parents. Over the years, she has found a strong support system among her fellow actors, many of whom understand the delicate balancing act of raising kids while working in the entertainment industry. Co-stars like Laura Wright, Carly Corinthos, and Maurice Benard, Sonny Corinthos, have frequently spoken about their own parenting experiences, often exchanging advice and support with Herbst. The General Hospital family extends beyond the screen, offering encouragement and understanding through the ups and downs of parenthood. How Rebecca Herbst stays youthful. One of the most common remarks fans make about Rebecca Herbst is how she seems to defy aging. Despite being a mother of 3, she looks nearly the same as she did when she first appeared on General Hospital decades ago. So what's her secret? Herbst has credited a healthy lifestyle, a balanced diet, and taking care of herself mentally and physically. She's also a firm believer in skincare and maintaining a positive outlook on life. But if you ask her fans, they'll simply say that she has a natural glow that comes from the love she has for her family. What's next for Rebecca Herbst? While she continues to impress audiences with her portrayal of Elizabeth Weber, fans are always curious about what's next for Rebecca Herbst. Will her character find lasting happiness? Will she take on new projects outside of General Hospital? Whatever the future holds, one thing is for sure. Her role as a mother will always remain her greatest priority. With her kids growing up fast and stepping into their own futures, Herbst is embracing every moment. And as she humorously admitted, she may be the shortest one in the family now, but that just means she has a front row seat to watching her children reach new heights, literally and figuratively. A heartfelt reminder. Rebecca Herbst's update is more than just a fun family revelation. It's a reminder of how quickly time passes and the importance of cherishing every stage of life. Whether fans have been following her journey for years or are just now getting to know her, one thing remains clear. She is an incredible mother who deeply values her family. So while General Hospital fans eagerly await the next twist in Elizabeth Weber's storyline, they can also take a moment to appreciate the real-life journey of Rebecca Herbst, a talented actress, a dedicated mother, and now the shortest member of her family.